I'm Joseph Go, a realtor with Sutton Group and your go-to guy for real estate. This video is a guide for buyers, especially if you are a first-time home buyer or if you haven't bought a home in a while. Home buying is a journey of many steps. The first step, of course, is to determine the needs of your family and other things that are important to you in your ideal home. These may include the style of home, the size, number of bedrooms, location, and other features like garage, size of lot, and condition of home. Let's not forget, we also have to keep your budget in mind. Speaking of budgets, if you have not already been pre-qualified for a mortgage, you should consider doing this before we view homes. This will ensure that we are viewing homes in the appropriate price range. It can be pretty devastating if we find a home that you fall in love with and it turns out that it's beyond your reach. Once we've found the right home, the next thing to do is to prepare an offer. Here are some of the things that we will need to consider when doing this. What is a fair price to offer? What's an appropriate deposit? What terms and conditions are required in order to protect you? What completion and possession dates work best for you? How long to keep the offer valid for? Once we have prepared your offer, it will be presented to the sellers through their agent. I will at that point communicate with their agent and help you to negotiate a fair deal. Sellers may choose to accept the offer, reject the offer, or more commonly, present a counter offer and negotiate on the terms. Once the offer has been accepted, there are still many things that need to be done depending on the subject conditions that we've included in the offer. We will need to finalize your financing, arrange for inspections, review the property title, and conduct other due diligence measures such as reviewing the property disclosure statement and consulting with the civic office on matters of land use and zoning. Once you have satisfied yourself that the property is acceptable, the subject conditions can be removed. At that time, our office will prepare a document package for your legal representative. Your legal representative will need to see you prior to the completion date to have other documents signed. Let's talk about viewing homes next. When can we see homes? Most sellers generally prefer overnight notice so that they can prepare their homes for viewing and to ensure that it is tidy. Some sellers may even specify certain times or days when the home is available for viewing. This is especially true with sellers that are working shift work. If the home is occupied by tenants, the BC Residential Tenancy Act requires 24 hours written notice to the tenant prior to viewing. Tenants may also specify certain times or days when the home is available. Vacant properties are generally easier to view. However, listing agents will still need notification in order to provide confirmation. During tours, I'll design an efficient route and schedule in order to maximize our time together. As a result, extended visits of 30 minutes or more are not practical on the first viewing. However, I would be pleased to arrange a subsequent viewing of the finalist property if we require more time. Viewings are generally easiest to arrange and schedule during business hours. While I love and enjoy kids, their personal safety is a primary concern of mine, especially in and around a strange home or environment. I would suggest that we start viewing without the children first, and if you like, we can book a follow-up second visit for the entire family for the finalist properties. Please ensure that children are respectful of personal items of the homeowner. This includes toys, tools, furniture, and landscaping. Here are some other things to keep in mind for viewings. It is respectful to remove footwear while in the seller's property, especially if weather conditions are poor. Comfortable footwear, which is easy to remove, is recommended. And please bring along extra layers of clothing for cool weather or evening viewings. If the seller or family members are present during the viewing, it is best to have me ask questions on your behalf. And please, no smoking in or around homes that we are viewing. Due to privacy issues, digital photography will require approval of the seller or their agents. We can generally obtain permission prior to subsequent viewings of the property. I draw the majority of my information from the MLS system, and so may not be able to answer some of your questions while we are on tour. I'll be happy to follow up and gather such information for you. Here are some other professionals that we will need to interact with during the home buying process. Mortgage brokers. As mentioned earlier, please consult your mortgage broker and have them pre-qualify you. This way, when the right home comes along, you will know that you can afford it. And also, this can help strengthen your negotiating position. Please introduce me to your mortgage broker early in the process and give them permission to share information with me. This helps me understand your situation. Once we have an accepted offer in place, I will be helping your mortgage broker secure your financing. Building inspectors. I strongly recommend the hiring of a certified professional building inspector for the inspection of the home. Please note that while family members, friends, carpenters, or other trades may have expertise in some areas, they may not be qualified to conduct a comprehensive inspection of the property. Professional inspectors can provide an added layer of assurance which a friend or an acquaintance may not be able to. You will also need a legal representative for completion. I'll use the word lawyer, but you can choose to have a notary public process your closing. Again, I'll ask that you introduce me to your legal representative, as they will need copies of some of the documents that we generate in order to help you complete your purchase. You should anticipate some additional costs beyond the purchase price of the home. This may include legal fees, mortgage insurance, appraisal and application fees for your mortgage, property insurance, home inspection fees, property transfer tax, GST, the cost of hooking up or transferring utilities. And let's not forget moving costs. All that beer and pizza is going to add up. Completion, adjustment, and possession. Completion is when your lawyer sends the seller's lawyer the funds to complete the purchase. The seller's lawyer will then discharge any financial encumbrances that are on title. These are typically mortgages and home equity lines of credit. Once that's done, your lawyer can register the title in your name. As a part of completion, your lawyer will prepare a statement of adjustment. This is the settlement of your fair share of any costs associated with the property, an example of which is property taxes. Possession is typically the day after completion, but it can be any date that's agreed on between the seller and yourself. Once the lawyer for the seller has confirmed the transfer of funds, the sellers will release the keys to their realtor. I'll make the arrangements and pick up the keys and get them to you. So as you can see, there are many moving parts to a real estate transaction. Throughout all of this, I will be your coach and your guide, and I will help you coordinate the many activities. So if you're ready to proceed with your home buying journey, we can enter into a service agreement so that I can help you with a successful and smooth transaction. I'm looking forward to helping you purchase your next home. I hope that this video gives you an understanding of the home buying journey. Thanks for watching.